All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Sacramento Miners. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go! Too little. He's coming. We got double up.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Gurley again here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
16 yards. First down, Rams.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Get out the field, defense. Mike 2. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll try the air now with Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. 16 yards, a first down. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down.
Line 20. Watch 2. Time to go. Shit. Watch the shit.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, the offseason is over, and they just showed that their first drive of the year, and they march it down and score.
They probably looked over at the bench and told the punter, go ahead and take the year off. We've got this. We're not going to need you at all. First drive of the year, straight down the field, well executed.
Super one. Last 2. 12.
Out of the gun. Gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
We go. Let's go. Watch the safety creep. Undercross. Ric Flair. Motion.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Now it's gone. Well, he's got it. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they contemplate what to do on 4th and goal. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
And a flag out right away, and I believe our day will begin with a 1st and 15. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a handoff looking right. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's get off the field.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Stay at home.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can draft anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
To throw is gone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods.
Goff's pass complete to Robert Woods. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Goff throwing again. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, 29 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They can't hang with us.
Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
Michael Brockers in on the stop. A gain of 2 on the play.
No, check this. Check that. What, Mike 52, right here. Mike 52. We got it. We got it. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. An update from Denver. The Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead. We'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
Hey, switch it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Switch.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's make these babies cry. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
38-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Choose the mic. Exit, exit. Mike 2, Mike 2. Yo, 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 yo.
Now gone. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Let's go.
Complete to Nelson Aguilar. A gain on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York.
Choose the mic. Smooth. We got this. We got this. Mike 2, Mike 2. All day, baby, all day. Mike 2. Watch 2. Watch 2.
In your face.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Super. Mike 2, Mike 2. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Play it, play it, play it, play it, play it, play it.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And he's going to go down again. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A toss play to Chubb. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 18. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check 26. It's a 6. Pull it. Now. Over.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They run here with Singletary. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Check 3.
They toss it left side to Chubb. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 98 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards, a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And now it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Jackson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Sacramento, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And the Sacramento first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Rams 17. Miners 3.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Twist. 80 weapons.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Hey, Haywood! He's checking.
From the 41, Goff under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
14.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Check that guy. I'm coming.
From the gun, here's Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Johnny Hekker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Flush to his right. And he gets this out to Foster on the right side. A 3rd down gain of 19.
That's another Sacramento 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They do tack on the extra point as well. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Mike 2, Mike 2. All right, T. Joker.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 11 yards there. First down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Sacramento first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for L.A., it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a